Today we've got one of the most anticipated machines of 2024. This is the Makita RP001G 40 volt XGT half-inch rotor. Like you said, there are a few cordless half-inch rotors already on the market, but the half-inch 40 volt one from Makita has been a really highly anticipated machine. It's the one that we get asked the most questions about. So today I'm going to take you through the machine, show you some of the features and benefits. This machine is based on the 40 volt XGT platform. The reason Makita have done that, as opposed to running it on the existing 18 volt LXT platform, is that the 40 volt battery system is specifically designed for high drain applications. So in the case of a rotor, you're going to be running the rotor bit at a really high speed, over 20,000 revs per minute. And then you're also going to be asking the machine to make a cut over a prolonged distance, such as a worktop. So it's ideally suited to the 40 volt system. It's half-inch capacity. You have got the option to put a collar in to step it down to 1/4 inch. And it takes the standard Makita template guides. So first of all, let's talk about the size and weight of the machine. As you can see, with the battery off, it's quite a small, compact machine, especially when you lock it down to the bottom position. With a 2.5 amp battery, this and the machine combined is going to weigh in and around 3 kilos. With the 8 amp 40 volt battery, it's going to weigh just a touch over 5 kilos. So with this 4 amp battery, you're going to be looking somewhere around about 4.5 kilos. And even with the battery on, those of you that know what it's like using the mains half-inch rotor, you'll see this machine is also physically quite a bit smaller. It's got a lot of the standard features that you'd expect on a half-inch rotor. So you've got the 3-position height setting on the base. You've got a soft start on the machine. You've got the micro height adjustment as well for just making those really fine adjustments. You've got the locking lever on the back to lock the machine into position. And you've also got a variable speed here, so you can set the maximum running speed of the machine. One of the most popular questions we get asked is, how long will this last off a charge? Well, it's an incredibly difficult question to answer. Depends on the sharpness of your rotor cutter, depends on the material that you're cutting into. Under Makita's testing, according to their figures, off this 4 amp battery, this machine will do an 80 meters worth of cutting on a worktop using a 12mm diameter rotor cutter, cutting at a depth of 6 millimeters. So it's got a soft start on the trigger. It also has a lock-on facility on the trigger. That obviously just reduces a bit of fatigue if you're using the machine for long periods of time. So this machine's also got constant speed control. So what that's going to do is, as you're cutting, if the bit starts to meet resistance in the material that you're cutting, the machine's going to sense that. It's going to draw more power out of the battery, put that back through the machine to maintain that cutting speed, and therefore continue to give you a nice smooth cut through the material that you're working with. One thing to note about the 40 volt XGT platform, Makita have recently made a change in how these machines are sold and how this 40 volt platform is sold in general. So all the 40 volt XGT machines moving forward are all going to be sold as a body only machine. So if you're not already on the XGT platform and you're looking to upgrade to a machine like this, you're going to need to buy the machine as a body only, and then you're going to need to buy one of Makita's 40 volt power kits. Now the power kit is basically a MacPack case, as those of you that already use Makita will be aware of. So it's one of the blue plastic cases, and then you can basically choose which batteries and charger come in that case. So as an example, you could get a power kit with 2 2-amp hour batteries, a charger in a case, 2 2.5s, 2 4s, 2 5s, 2 8s, and so on. You've then also got the option of getting the same battery configurations in the case, but then getting it with the double twin port charger as well. So you could get 2 2-amp batteries with a twin port charger, 2 4-amp batteries with a twin port charger, and carrying on straight through the 5 and up to the 8-amp hour batteries. So the RP001 is also compatible with Makita's Bluetooth AWS system. So if you fit the Bluetooth chip into the machine and you've got the Bluetooth dust extractor, you can connect those two machines together. So it means as soon as you start this machine, it's also going to start the vac as well, which is going to give you great dust control when you're working on site. So while we've been hands-on with this machine, we've been running it on the 4 amp batteries. Obviously, if you run it on the 2s, it's not going to last as long. You're not going to get as many meters of cut. But like I said, with this 4 amp battery, 80 meters with a 12mm bit at a 6mm cutting depth. So really, that's going to give you a lot of work time. If you're running it with 2 batteries, that's pretty much going to last you all day if you're looking at putting a kitchen in as an example.